Okay, to start off as a circular piece, you can take the ellipse tool, just have it set to the default, but then take off the fill and try to illustrate just the first circle with the shift key held down. And this is a scan, so you're trying to approximate that center, and once it's selected, you can go into the rulers and grab a ruler guide to put in the center of that circle, and that's just going to help you build up the rest of the piece here. So for that first one, I'm just going to take another circle, hold the command and deselect, and Option and Shift will set it dead center and put it out for the selection of the text. So this is the baseline for uniform solutions. Take the text tool, text on a path, and just click there, all the text will highlight, and just type in uniform, and the font will come up. So I can take the selection tool, take the character palette, bring it up into the front here, set this off to the side, and you can increase the point size. Just going to make this a bold font, so it's just Myriad Pro. I'll use that one. The paragraph, I'm just going to make it centered. And once it's centered, you can see the lines here. I can grab the center line and just rotate it all the way up to the top. You'll see that some of the sections will come across, so as they jump across the type slowly, it gets a little tricky. You got to be careful. And Uniform Solutions is on the top. Go back to the character palette and just increase the point size until it gets about to the right size, and then take a look at the tracking, this one right here, and just increase that a little bit. Just hold the arrow key down until it sets itself up, spreads the type out, and get you that selection. Okay. Keep it selected, and just to do your business, just go to Edit Copy, go to Edit Paste in front. It's going to put it right up in front. Take the selection tool and drag it around, and just put it upside down and drag it over across itself, and that way you'll have the text in there. Select it all and just go ahead. It's already set for the same font, but you can kind of see that it's a little offset. So in the character palette, just go to the baseline, and you can undo it to make it the distance across, and then go back to the kerning and the tracking and see if you can't minimize until the two ends of the text, the Y and the S, line up, and that gives you that selection going across. And you can kind of see the baseline of that text. So once you get it lined up, you have that selection. So then you go back to the ellipse tool, again deselect everything and create the next shape, which is going to be this white line out here. Here it is as a selection. Just go ahead, keep that one there, deselect everything, create another one, Option Shift. It's going to be the red text. So with the character palette, you can select the type for that one. I'm just going to give it a color so that you can see it. This one's got the red. Increase the point size. And for the section that has the dotted lines, just start off with a path for that one. We'll keep it red just so that you can see the piece, and then in the stroke palette, go to the dashed lines and just type in so that it has a 0 and a 7. Will give you the point size, or at least the circle. So you can kind of build those circles right up there. And for the thickness of the stroke, you can kind of see that. That'll give you the points inside. For the star, there's about 32 of these pieces outside, so take the star tool. Okay, and we'll just go Option and click. Let's see if we can reset this here. Let's see, do that. Double click this just to make it so that it has a little bit of a darker color. And let's see, Option, come up here, there's 32 of these, so once you have that, hold the Command key down. And that'll give you the point size for that. Just rotate a little bit. Let's see if that works. Try this again, let's see. So here you're going back down to 3, 6, 20. So once you count them out, you can create that piece. And then just select this and rotate it around to match that section. And you kind of have all of it set up so far with this piece. So here's the point size. From here, round this off so you have the rounded points there. And here you can increase or decrease, create the thickness of it. Okay, and then for the stars here, just gotta reduce it back down to a star shape. That'll give you that part. Shift key that, Option, and that gives you this star. And then just to flip it over, just take the Reflect tool, Option, preview it, copy it over there. And then for the text again, just typing in that. Character, just take off the bold, regular, and just Option and duplicate that down. Take the text tool, fit, and just go bold with this one. And once it's there, you can increase it to fit the size of it. Arrow key it up a little bit, find the center, and then just go into the tracking of this to fit itself in there. And there you have it, just a few sections in there as you go through the coloring. And you can switch this. If I select the outside with the eyedrop tool and then just Command Shift and bracket to put it behind it. Okay, and just go through each of these pieces here. That's the stroke, it's going to be white. This is going to be white. This is white. This is going to be inverted. Stars.